And I'll share my screen. So before that, let's join our hands. Close your eyes. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath in. Take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and out. Thank you, universe, for giving us this divine time. Thank you, universe, for giving us this time to come into these practices and practice gratitude towards you. Thank you, universe, for fulfilling all the dreams of all the participants who are present here. Thank you, universe, for blessing each and every one with good health, relationships, and money. Thank you, universe, for bringing us together so that we come into this practice and go deep inside us and understand ourselves. Thank you, universe, for spreading this magic to all the other people once we have learned. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Open your eyes. Let me share the book. Are you able to see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
So today we are on day 6 practice. Okay, there are 28 practices. We are on day 6. So remember, I have always been telling you there are 12 practices which we need to really work upon to see the results. You will start seeing the results only when you have started practicing this. So today is the 6th chapter. Okay, works like magic. Okay, so here you can see the table, you can see the person like sitting here, and there is magic spread here. So if you take any activity, any art, any discipline, any skill, take it and push it as far as it will go. Push it beyond where it has ever been before. Push it to the wildest edges of edges. Then you force it into the realm of magic. Tom Robbins, 1936 writer. So he's saying कि if you take up any activity, if you're doing any job, if you're doing any work, you have to excel in that so much, push it, push it, push it so far that it will, you become very good in that. So you have to, get that skill. Then only you are able to get, success in that field. It is not going to happen कि, okay, you just say gratitude and you are going to get it. You have to, push that skill. So if you're a doctor, you become more nice and take new studies, understand what is there. If you're a teacher, do something. If you're a businessman, see what you can improve in your business, push. Don't just say कि, "नहीं, it's okay if I don't do this, it's okay if I don't do this." Okay, so try to push sorry, yourself, so that you become very good in that skill. If you go to see all the successful people, they were very poor before, right? But see now where they have reached. Example of Dhirubhai Ambani in India. Okay, even he was from a very poor family, but the way he pushed his skill, and he was not much educated also, but he pushed his skill so much. He worked upon his skills so much that today he could achieve what he was. So same way there is Shah Rukh Khan, who was from a very lower background, and the way he went into acting, and then he improved his acting skills, and then he worked upon his acting skills, and then he has reached to this level. So if you go to see, there are many examples, even abroad. If you go to see the Tesla owner, he was um, he was in South Africa, and he fought with his parents, and he went to America, and he worked upon himself, and he became the owner of Tesla. So any work you take, you have to take it with your heart, even if it is your not dream job, even if you're not liking your job. You have to be very, very, what you say, you have to trust your work. You have to start liking your work. You have to, first be thankful that at least you have this job. There are people who do not have jobs, so at least when you are working, when you are working in your work area, make it a point that you are, giving your complete 100%, not only ki, okay, I'll give 90%. Where is he giving me so much money? If you're working in an office, the person can say, I'm not getting so much money, so why I should put in so much hours? But remember, in the starting only, we had read, so to receive you have to give first, to receive you have to give first. So how you're going to give, you're going to receive. How can it be that a person who is born into total poverty, starts out with nothing, and has very little education, goes on to become a president or a celebrity, or builds an empire and becomes one of the wealthiest people in the world? And how is it that two people can start out this in the same career, and yet one person's career goes from success to even greater success, while the other person works himself or herself into the ground with little success, no matter how hard they tried? The missing link to success is gratitude. Because according to the law of attraction, you have to be grateful for what you have currently. Okay, so to attract success to you. So without gratitude, it's impossible to have permanent success. So remember, if you want permanent success, you have to be grateful. So here he's saying, see, how can it be that a person who is born into total poverty, starts out with nothing and has very little education, goes on to become the president or celebrity? Okay, all not worse. Even he became an actor. Even he was from a very poor family. Then now he's become a mayor. So it's like there are people in the world who have worked on themselves, and then they have reached those heights. So you need to work upon yourself. You have to need to work upon your skills, your currently whatever you are having. See, and here, how is that two people can start out in the same career, and yet one person's career goes to success and even greater success, while the other person works himself or herself into the ground with little success? So you heard the example of the Ambani brothers, Mukesh Ambani and Anil Ambani. If you go to see, they both had the same equal amount of money. They both had got equal amount of money. But what was there in Mukesh Ambani that today he is on the higher level? Because he was very humble. He used to go and visit the staff, his staff when they were sick, and they welcomed their staff also very nicely. So, and the other person, Anil Ambani, what he used to do, he used to humiliate people. He used to think I'm the boss, so he used to humiliate people. He used to not take care of his staff. Okay, and he used to, jitna kaam kiya, you will get only that much money. So he went down. So that is how, because he was not grateful for the people who are working for you. He was not grateful for the people who are helping him in his team to grow. So he went down. So the missing link to the success is gratitude. So here you have to pay gratitude towards your current work also. To bring success or increase the good things in your job or work, like the opportunities, promotions, money, brilliant ideas, inspirations, and appreciation, it is essential to be grateful for your job or work. The more gratitude you have, the more you will have to be grateful for. And you should be getting the idea by now that to increase anything in your life, you have to be grateful for what you already have. So even if you have a job where you are not happy, okay, you're getting very less pay, but still you need to be, thankful for it. At least you have a job, at least you're getting some salary. There are people who do not have a job, who are not getting money, who are not able to run household expenses. They are in debt. So you should be thankful, so that you get more promotions, you get more money, you get brilliant ideas in your life. So whoever, don't forget, this is the very important mantra. Whoever has gratitude for their work will be given more, and he or she will have abundance. Whoever does not have gratitude for their work, even what he or she has will be taken from him or her. So, very important sentences these are. So, when you are grateful for your job, you will automatically give more to your work. And when you give more to your work, you will increase the money and success that is returned to you. So if you are not grateful for your job, you will automatically give less. And when you give less, you decrease what comes back to you. See, when you give less, you decrease what comes back to you. And as a result, you will never be happy in your work and you will never give more than you have to. And your job or work will stagnate and eventually deteriorate, which could mean losing your job. So remember, for those who do not have gratitude, even what they have will be taken from them. So what people do is people say, oh, they are paying me only this much. So I should also work only for this many hours. But when you come out of that mentality and you say to yourself, I'm going to give my best, whatever it is, whether I get more money or whether I do not get more money. When you start saying to yourself that I'm going to give my 100%, I'm going to be the best, and be gratitude and pay gratitude for it, then you're going to see the success. Sorry. So the amount you give in gratitude is exactly proportional to the amount you receive in return. You control the amount you receive by the amount of gratitude you give. Okay. So the amount you give in gratitude, the how much you're giving, you will receive, because there are people in a group who are writing gratitude for 8 hours. Okay. And they are achieving bigger results, Mercedes, big bungalow and trips and everything. Because your only thing is you pay gratitude. There is nothing else. Even when you are angry, and you're still not able to bring up your emotion back, sit, take your book immediately, go to a room, sit down, and at least write 5 sentences of gratitude. You know, immediately you will see there's a shift in you. You will see the shift in you. So if you are a business owner, your business value will increase or decrease according to your gratitude. The more grateful you are for your business, your customers, and your employees, the more business will grow and increase. It is when the business owners stop being grateful and replace gratitude with worry that their business spirals down. 1 minute. What happened? Okay. Yeah. So if your parent and your child is taking care of your children and managing your home, look for the things to be grateful for at this time in your life. Now tell me one thing, how many of you have said thank you? Just unmute yourself. Just unmute yourself, please. And tell me how many of you have said thank you that your parents took care of your children
No.
and manage your home when you were working, right? So we have not been thankful. Maybe when you're reading this, you'll remember some incidents. So please do share. So if your parent and your work, sorry, if your parent and your work is of taking care of the children, what you need to do, you're and managing your home, look for the things to be grateful for at this time in your life. Okay, so even if you're a homemaker, okay, you're a housewife, don't think that I am not, why should I do all the work? Why should I do this? Why should I cook food for my family? Instead, be thankful that you have a family for whom you're cooking, you're doing some work. So you are useful, you are purposeful to them. So do all these things. Be thankful for your. In one of the participants and asked in a group, ki, I am a housewife, I do not earn, so I don't have a work. So with to what do I say thank? So you have so many things. You have your mixer. You have the maids who are working for you. Okay, you have your mixer, you have your fridge to make your work easy. So be thankful for them. Maybe you are not having people under you to work, but at least you have the gadgets to work with. So be thankful for them. It is often once in a lifetime opportunity. When you can be grateful for this time, you will attract more support, more help, more beautiful moments, and more happiness to the experience. Okay, you should love your job, whatever it is, and be excited about going to work, and you shouldn't settle for anything less. So if you don't feel that way about your current job, or if it's not your dream job, the way to receive your dream job is first being grateful for the job you have. See, very clearly it is said that you don't feel like, going to for this job. You don't want this job, you're not happy in your job. But the only way to receive your dream job, whatever you want promotion, you want a good job with higher pay, you have to be, thankful for the current job. The more thankful you are for your current job, you will receive more. So start saying, thank you for my good job. Thank you, I have people to work with. Thank you, I have so many things, in the office. There are colleagues who help me. Thank you, my computer who helps me to do my work. Okay, thank you for the internet which helps me, to do my office work. So there would be so many small things, there are people, who complain. Like if I'm in the office, they complain so much about the office, that those people are not helping me. They give only this much salary. They make you work for so many hours. My office people make me work for so many hours. I have to slog like anything. And even if they're getting tea in the office, they'll say, "Oh, the tea is not good." You know, they are not giving tea. Be thankful. At least you're getting tea on your table. So what we do is we usually only look at the negative things, what is going around us or in our work area or in our personal life. We do not look at the good things which are happening. And the law of attraction or the gratitude says that the more you feel gratitude, so what you give, you attract. So if you are giving more of negative things, you will start seeing more negative. Your boss might shout at you, he might keep on calling you, give you extra work. So if you are thankful for your current job, ki my office is very good, I have a good computer, I have at least a lunch break, where I can take a break and have my lunch, I have colleagues who support me, they work with me, they help me sometimes when I have a problem. So recall, there are so many things in the office also. If you are working, there are so many things which you can be grateful for. So the first thing you have to be is be grateful. So today imagine that if you have an invisible manager. So see, this is very important. Imagine that you have an invisible manager whose job it is to keep a record of the thoughts and the feelings you have about your job. Okay. So this is your shoulder. Always, when you look at the right hand side, and you always have to feel that there is a person sitting here. There is an invisible manager here who is going to, from today, manage your gratitude. So you don't have to write, okay? Even if you don't write, wherever you go, okay? See, today, imagine that you have an invisible manager whose job is it to keep a record of the thoughts and the feelings you have about your job. So imagine now you have gone to the office and there is a manager sitting here to whom you are telling all the things, okay? So there is a manager and you are telling to them all the things, okay? Imagine that you have an invisible manager whose job it is to keep a record of the thoughts and the feelings you have about your job. Imagine that your manager will follow you wherever you go today, poised with pen and notebook in hand. So you have to imagine, see, there is a manager who has a pen and a notebook, and he is going to note down your gratitude. Okay. So you don't have to write, you have to tell him. Okay. You have to tell him that please write this and order करना है ऐसे order that person कि मैं ये gratitude कर रही हूँ, please मेरा ये gratitude लिखो. Okay, so you have to speak that way. Every time you find something about your job to be grateful for, your manager will make a note of it. So you tell to the invisible manager, I'm very grateful that I have a very beautiful office and a cabin to sit to. Note it down. ऐसे order करना है. So you have to imagine that there is a person sitting on your shoulder, right shoulder, and he's your manager for today, and he is noting down all the gratefulness what you are speaking about your work. Because when you are at work, imagine you cannot write because you will have to do your office work. So You have to tell him, whenever you're sitting in front of the computer. So, invisible manager, note that I'm very grateful. I'm really very grateful for my computer, which is supporting me. So every time you find something about your job to be grateful for, your manager will make a note of it. And your job is to find as many things as you can to be grateful for. So at the end of the day, your manager has a long list of gratitude. So whole day you are going to keep on saying, I'm thank you for the food I got to eat. I get a lunch break. I thank you that we have a microwave in the office where I can, make my meals hot. So that way you can keep on adding the list, that you have a colleague, some colleague came and helped you, or gave you something. So you can always be thankful for that, and you have to keep telling your invisible manager. So the longer the list is, the more magic your invisible manager can bring to your money, work, success, opportunities, enjoyment, fulfillment. So you will start getting more opportunities also. You will see, you have started enjoying your work. Think about all the things you could be grateful for in your work. To begin with, think about the fact that you actually have a job. Okay, so think that you really have a job. Think about how many people are unemployed who would give anything to have a job. They are waiting to get the job, but they are not getting job. Think about the time saving equipment you use, such as, sorry, phones, printers, the internet, and the computers. Think about the people you work with and the friendships you have with them. In the office, we do have friendships, right? And imagine if we would have just be sitting alone on the computer and working, how difficult it would have been. You would become a zombie. So think about the people you work with and the friendships you have with them. Think about the people who make your job easier, such as the receptionists, the assistants, the janitors who clean the office. Imagine if your office or cabinet would not have been clean. You would have sat in dirt. And the delivery people. So whoever deliver food or anything to your office, or the who do the work, your office delivery. So think about these people who make your job easier. Okay, you just have to write it down, you have to give an order, and it is being going, and the person is delivering it. And there are people under you who are working with you. There is a receptionist, who handles your phone calls, or who helps you. So that way you can be, grateful for all these things. Think about how good it feels when you receive your paycheck. Okay, so how good it feels at the end when you get the salary. But that you have to learn to give 100% to your job or work, whatever you are doing, whether you are at home, whether you are a working person, or you're in a business. Don't think, that this client does not give me more money, I'm going to give him very less. Try to give more first, then you will start receiving. So think about how good it feels when you receive your paycheck, and think about the favorite aspects of your job that you love doing. So there might be few things which you really love doing in your job. So think about that and be grateful, and ask your invisible manager to write it down for you. Okay. So you have to just think today that you're just talking to that invisible manager. So throughout the day, you have to be very thankful for all the smallest thing. So if you're traveling also, you can just say, I'm thankful that I have a bike to travel. I'm thankful that I have reached on time, invisible manager, मैं order करती हूँ, I'm ordering you. You write it down this, that I'm thankful that I have reached on time in the office. I got the transport. So have your invisible manager make a note each time you find something you're grateful for by saying, I'm so grateful for what? So this is a sentence you're going to use. So I'm grateful for that I could reach on time. I'm grateful for my office staff who helped me. I'm so grateful for the lunch break I get. I'm so grateful for the tea I am getting in the office. So, the more deeply your manager can see you are feeling gratitude, the sooner your manager can start to make the magic happen in your work. And the more magic will be created. So, the more you are telling him, the more you magic you will start receiving. In the office itself, you will start noticing those things. It is possible that you could generate so much gratitude for your work in one day that you would see the circumstances instantly improve. It is possible, I'm reading it again. It is possible that you could generate so much gratitude for your work in one day that you would see the circumstances instantly improve. So if even if you the whole day, if you say gratitude about your work, you will see the things improving. Lucky breaks don't happen by accident. Remember, lucky breaks don't happen by accident. They are simply gratitude's magical power at work. Only your gratitude works for it. If this works like magic practice falls on a weekend, suppose if you are like if today would have been a weekend, here she's saying like today is already Thursday, but then if you were reading this on a weekend, or when you are not at work, move on to the next day's practice or practices and then go back and use this magical practice on the first day you are back at work. So suppose you have got holidays at the office, okay, or you are in a school and you have got some Diwali vacations or Christmas vacations, and you are reading this, so you're not able to go to the work and do this practice. So then you can, whenever the school reopens or whenever you have joining back, suppose it's Saturday, Sunday, so whenever you go back on Monday to the office, you can do this practice. Magic practice number 6, works like magic. See, this is works like magic. So your invisible manager works for you. Okay, so it works like magic. Repeat steps 1 to 3 of magic practice number 1. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list. Say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel gratitude for each one. While at work today, imagine you have invisible manager following you around taking notes every time you find something to be grateful for. Your job today is to look for as many things as you can be grateful for. Have your manager make a note each time you find something you are grateful for by saying, I am so grateful for what, and feel as grateful as you can. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best things that happened during the day. So, here today, your practice is not to write. Imagine how we are getting trained mentally since now you have from first day till here now, on the fifth day, you are writing count your blessings every day, right? So, here you are being trained your mind to say thank you even when you are not able to write. So even when you are at work, even when you are in the train, you're traveling in the transport, your mind should only be saying thank you for everything. Bless everyone on the road when you see. Be thankful for all the people, even your rickshaw fellow, your bus fellow, your if you're sitting in the metro or you're sitting in a train, there also that time also you can just bless them if you're traveling by train every day for your work. Or even if you are in the car, or even if you're on the bike, on the road, you see people who are going to the office. Bless them. See, I'm thankful that these people are also reaching safely to the office. So when you start saying thank you in your mind, you are training yourself to be thankful for everything. So start doing that. So there are these practices, the today's practice will help you to bring more gratitude towards your life, because work is one thing, where we are cribbing every time. You don't want to work. You feel I don't want to work. I don't want to do this. Why they are not paying me more? Why should I work for extra hours? They just make me slog, but they don't give me any increment. It's okay. If you think on that basis, ki at least I am thankful that I have a job, I have a work. There are some people who do not have work. There are some people who are just waiting to get those jobs, but you are the lucky one that you have got a job. You have been selected for that job. So you should feel happy for that. Even if you are a businessman, just be thankful for your clients. Just don't say कि ये मुझे कम पैसा देता है. He gives me very less money, so I am not going to give him that quality back. Okay, so you give more, you will start receiving more. So the moment you bring that thought process, that he does not pay me well, हमेशा discount मांगता है if you're in a business, and if you say, ये हमेशा मेरे पास से discount मांगता है, then you will not get that return in your business. But if you say, okay, he's asking me discount, चलो एक 100 रुपए का discount दे देता हूँ, and if you give a discount to that person, And next time, that person will start giving you more business. So when you will get more business, automatically you will increase your profits. So that is how the law of gratitude and the attraction works. So we always think is that only when, someone gives us, then I'm going to give. If someone does any work, I'm going to say thank you. So if you become thankful beforehand for all the jobs you want to do, suppose today I want to go out and get my grocery. Today, after that, I have to meet my friend. After that, I have to go out and, get more few things for my son. Or after that, I have to come and cook and keep something ready for the next day. Start planning in the morning. Write it down and just say, thank you, I have finished. Write what you want to do, make a list, and just start saying thank you for it, that it is done. Because that way you are training your mind that your work is done. Even in from that four, if you have finished three, that means you have achieved your results. Otherwise, it remains only in the mind. And then sometimes you are not able to complete that work. Try this also, because I do this usually in the morning. Whatever work I have, I write it down. The chapter also will be coming further. But currently, when you have this job, now even if you're in the house, you're working as a housewife or a homemaker, make it a point that you're being thankful for the maids because they come and they help you, they clean your house on time. Otherwise you would have got to clean. When you're cooking, say thank you for the food, when you're cooking, so that, it becomes like, okay, you're being happy and cooking, you're doing that job happily. So cook, you know, because initially I was the one, when I had got married, I used to love cooking. But later on, when I moved on to job and everything, I used to not get time. So that time, sometimes I used to feel lazy. I used to not hate, but I used to feel lazy to cook, you know. But then slowly, slowly, I trained my mind. Yes, my family, my children, I have to work for them. I have to do something for them. My family is going to eat good food today. They are going to remain healthy. So when you start thinking about on these lines, and wherever you are in the office also, you are giving gratitude ki I have people to work with, I have office computer, I have internet, I have a cabin, I have AC in the office. There are so many things your companies are providing you, when you are working. But there are times, you get PF, right? You get provident fund in the company. So imagine these are your what? Savings, your gratitude. So if you are not looking, it at as if you have received something and you're always complaining, these things also will be taken away from you. So you have to remember, the more grateful for your job, you will get more of it. So currently, wherever you are, even if you are getting 2,000 in a month, just be grateful for your job. Just be grateful for your office. Just be grateful for the people you are working with. That is how this magic is going to, come into your life and bring magic. Because gratitude is only one thing which is going to take to the another level. So, any other questions related to yesterday's practice, or anything you noticed, or any difference you felt when you were doing the practice with the note? You can share it.
No, not yet.
Not practice? Okay.
Practiced, but experience nothing to share. Like
Nothing.
it has.
Okay.
That,
You will get it. You have to do it with your feelings. The main thing is, I told you very starting that it takes time the feelings to come. Initially when you're writing for your parents also, sometimes you don't have those feelings. Okay. It's like just because a task. Now, how many of you feel, that this is too much, writing gratitude for the parents, then count your blessings, then all that you have done. It becomes too much. How many of you feel that? Tell me very
I
frank.
don't feel. Frank, I don't feel. In fact, I feel, many things I have never thought of. So now I am getting an opportunity to think of those things. And I really, while writing, I was thinking, Hare, I never thought of these things which has really happened. And I've never said thank you.
Hmm.
Even to my parents, I've never said thank you. So even though my dad, he expired 4 months back, I've never told him thank you. So I feel now this is the, platform where, I have learned, and I think if even though he is not there, let me be thankful and let me write and tell him thank you to him.
Hmm.
Maybe that way I'll be able to convey my message to him.
Very nice.
So Nice. So I'm really grateful for that. I'm able to at least say thank you now to him.
Because there are some participants who said that it is becoming too much so task. So when the those people we say get up early, start your day early at 3:34 and see you will be at the best version of yourself. I'm really seeing myself. I'm seeing the best version of myself by getting up early because, and we say, that I will not be able to get up. We have in a group who are heart patients, who are BP patients, who are having diabetes, but they are trying, and there are days, when they are not able to get up also. And they do ask this question also, that we, like, I'm not able to get up. What shall I do? That sometimes I'm taking the pills, doctors have given, which makes me more sleepy. So that is why, and yes, Mangal ma'am, very nice. So you really need to, be thankful for your health. So if those who are feeling that, too much of task to write, just tell your mind that I have enough time. Thank you universe, thank you God, whatever deity you pray to, thank you Allah, thank you Khuda, thank you Jesus Christ, thank you Ram Sham, Ganesh ji, anything, whatever you feel connected with, just say thank you, take their name and just say that I have abundance of time. Just say I have abundance of time. Whenever that feeling catches you that I don't have enough time, to do these practices, just say in your mind that thank you universe, I have abundance of time. Thank you universe, thank you Allah, thank you God, thank you Ramji, thank you Ganeshji. I have enough of time. Any deity which you pray to, you can just take their names also and just say that I have enough of time, I have abundance of time. So when you will start saying that, you will automatically see you will have enough time. You will have enough time to do all these practices also. Because initially, even I used to feel, the same. How will I practice so much? There's so much to write. But now I can sit for hours. In fact, now when I go for my QCI observations every day, I feel very restless because in the daytime, what I do in the afternoons, I write it. I'm not getting that time to write. So I become restless. Ki I was doing 1 hour here in the afternoon, morning I do, then I do in the afternoon, then I do in the evenings. So whenever I'm free, I take my book and I start writing. And now it has become so, deep buried in my conscious that if I don't do it now, it pinches me. It immediately pinches me. And I'm telling you, even if you don't write, count your blessings also. If you just, pay attention of saying attitude to your parents, and I'll tell you, you will change. You will have some another type of feeling in your life. I'm really telling you, inside there would be such a good feeling because you are, you are being thankful to your parents. They are your source. Okay. Because till now, we have not realized how much they have done. We have always cribbed, that they did not take care of us. They did not send us to this class. They did not make me do this. I wanted to do this, but they did not let me do. They did not give me permission. See, they behaved like very according to the situation where they were in. Okay, we also behave with our children the same way today at the current situation where we are in. So when I was doing my landmark course, the a leader who was leading the forum, he did a very good thing, because there were people, 35 years boys, 28 years girls, and who were just blaming, their parents, ki, that one man had touched me and I had gone and talked to my father. My father did not take any action and all those things, but the way he explained about parents, he just said ki whoever are in the age of 22 to 25 come on the stage. So those all the people who we had gathered there and who were with the age of 22 to 25 all came on the stage. And then he asked all of us, ki look at them. How do you feel? They are still at the learning stage. Now they have come to the landmark forum and they are at the learning stage. So at this age, our parents were already parents, right? So how much understanding do you expect from them? How much understanding do you expect from them at this age when today the children are going for these forums, they are learning still, say they don't get maturity till 26, 28 years age, and they don't want to get married, they don't want to take the responsibility. So he made us understood very nicely. He called those people up, and then he said, imagine at this age, do you think that they might be getting that understanding of being a parent, but they had become a parent. So you cannot blame your parents, for what they have done, because they did all those things what they felt right at that time. We are doing with our children all those things where we are feeling, it is right. So you cannot blame them. So instead of blaming, there might be instances they might have been very strict. My parents had to hit me also. So like it is like they might have done wrong things, but that time, whatever the situation was, okay. But you have to be thankful, like for what good things they did for you. They used to stay awake at night, right? When you cried, when you were not well, they were there. They never slept. They never said, I want to sleep. And today, if you ask the children, do they remain awake for you when you are sick? They will go run with their friends, right? They want to spend more time with their friends, but they will not understand what our parents have done for us. When you had ear pain, when you had cold, there was, so you used to remain awake for your children, right? But are they thankful for that? That mommy, you didn't sleep, or daddy, you didn't sleep the whole night for me. But today, if you are in pain, are they available to you? So you have to be thankful to your parents, because your parents have done so much. Because we grew, we never understood these small things, what they might have gone through. There might be times when they might not have money, but they still provided us food, right? There were times when I still remember when my elder daughter was sick, we didn't have money for her medicines. We had all broken after all our money, of all our savings, what we had put behind her when she was very serious. So, there were times, when we didn't have money to do, all other things for our other children. But our children were small. They did not understand all this, right? So, you have to be very thankful to your parents. That is the only source, only how much you can do, how much, even if they're there in this world or they are not there in this world, just be thankful for them for all the smallest things. Your mother might have taught you cooking. Your mother might have taught you how to clean the house. Your mother might have taught you some other things. She might have taught you how to read. Your father might have, taught you how to do business. So that is how you should be thankful for them. At least you learned these skills from them. So being thankful to the parents is very important, and writing your gratitude. Try to make it a point, even if you don't get time in the morning nor in the afternoon, just take half an hour at night before you sleep. That is also the right time. You say thank you, or you write down thank you and then sleep. And your magic rock practice. I'm telling you, make your magic rock your friend. You will not require anyone to talk to. Just take at night, I to say Rocky to him. So, you keep a name, create fun. Just don't be very serious with these practices. The more fun you will create, you will start liking that practices, and you will be happy. So I had one query from one of our participants yesterday also, that I try my level best to be positive, but at the end of the day, or at the end, I still feel with very low energy. So whenever you feel with very low energy, just tell yourself that I am energetic. See, here the whole game is of training your mind, because everything is your mind and your gratefulness. So the moment start telling your mind, it takes time. I'm telling you, it is not an easy job. It takes time. I'm energetic. I'm energetic. There are times when I don't feel like getting up in the morning, but then when you are committed, when you say, you at night, I tell my mind, wake me up on time. I have to sit for my this thing. So there are times when you're tired, when you're not well. So, you don't want to get up in the morning, or, you just want to have a good sleep. But when you train your mind, see, your mind will automatically wake you up. Your mind will automatically make you do those things. So if you train your mind, I have to remain happy, it will keep you happy. So you have to just, whenever you are feeling down, just close your eyes, sit down, and say thank you first. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the emotions I'm feeling. Because that is an emotion where you are feeling low. So just say thank you, thank you, thank you for all the emotions I'm feeling. And this all has to be done in your mind. So even if you're sitting and your family members are there along with you, you are working upon yourself. So you just have to be quiet and just say, thank you for all the emotions I'm feeling. I accept that I'm feeling low today. I accept that I'm feeling low today. And then immediately change by saying that thank you, I'm energetic. Thank you, I'm happy today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, I'm happy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, I'm happy. Just you have to keep on saying. The whole game is, of training your subconscious mind by changing the negative into positive. There are going to be situations, where you feel very negative, low of energy. So if you're low of energy, I have told you that say the opposite sentence, that I am full of energy, I'm an energetic being. So every day when I get up in the morning, I keep my hands on the head like that, because in Amrit Vela we have been taught, we say, I am a powerful being, 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 so that goes into your subconscious mind, that I'm a powerful being, I can do anything in life. I'm a powerful being. I'm not helpless. Because all these negative feelings are taking you towards the helplessness. You feel very helpless. I'm not able to do this. I'm not able to go for walk. I'm not able to get up. My legs are paining. This is happening. So these are all negative emotions. But you have to learn to see emotions are going to be there. Anger, sadness, happiness, excitement. All these negative emotions and the positive emotions are inside us. Okay, and they are going to be there. You have to learn to accept that you are an angered person. You have to learn to and accept, yes, that I get sad sometimes. It is like okay, because that is also one feeling. And these emotions are necessary, because only when sadness comes you will understand what is happiness, right? So if you don't have this type of feeling in you, you will never understand what is happiness or what is excitement. So there has to be, low and high, because this is how we work. You see the tides in the oceans, they are going up and down, up and down, up and down. So same thing, even inside us, we have our emotions going up and down, up and down. But it is how we, make use of them in the right way. So the moment you start feeling negative or low, just train your mind. First, you say, I accept that I'm feeling low today. It's okay. Like, so what? Just say like that, so what? When you say to your mind, so what? So you are doing one NLP, that is called NLP practice, neuro linguistic practice. So when you start saying so what, means you are training your mind ki, okay, I am going through this emotion, but it's okay. So you are not getting serious about it. And then once you accept it, you have to just change that emotion by saying that I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm energetic, I'm very energetic. So even, when you're coming back from your office and, you're feeling very low and, you have to go at home and you have to cook food and, make food for your dinner for your family members, just say to yourself, I'm very energetic. Wow, I'm going home and cooking very nice food. Wow. Today, I'm enjoying all the food with my family. Add these words, wow, wow, super, and even in the morning, I don't know where is my book. See, when I write na in the morning on the book, on the top of the book where I write my count your blessings, na, I just write that morning when I get up, because see, you have to train your mind. I'll show you every this thing. I in the morning on the I just write on the today is the I just write. See, I write like that on the top. I write today is the best day of my life. Okay. So today is an amazing day. Today is the best day of my life. Okay. I am happy. So the moment you get up in the morning and when you're writing your blessings on the top, one minute. On the top, you just start writing. On the top, I just write today is the best day of my life. Today is an amazing day. Okay. This is what my mentor had taught, when he had come to Pune and I had met him and we were talking. So he shared his diary and he said, see, Maria, on the top, every day when I get up in the morning and when I start writing my blessings, I write, I am the best version of myself today. I'm amazing. I'm having an amazing day today. So you have already told your mind that you are having an amazing day. Okay. But if you say today I'm very tired, I'm feeling very lazy. So what will happen? You will start feeling lazy the whole day. So the moment you get up, just write it down on the top of your book, when you start when we sit for this practices, just write, I am the best version of myself today, or I am having a best day today, today is the best day of my life. Today is the amazing day of my life. Today is a wonderful day. So the moment you say, you will start seeing these differences in your life. So I started writing that, today is the best day of my life. Then sometimes I write, oh, today is the amazing day. Oh, it's so wonderful day today. Wow, I'm going to enjoy today. So even if you're going out with your friends today, or you're going for some picnic in the morning, just say, today I'm going to enjoy a lot. Today I'm going to enjoy a lot. And you see, you will have that enjoyment throughout the day. Even when I went for my Bangkok trip, every morning when I used to sit and write, my gratitude, people were still sleeping. I used to sit and write my gratitude there. And then when we went for the breakfast, and I found, my whole day went very nice, because sometimes at night there I was not getting time. I'm being very frank, because not possible, you're so tired, when you go for the whole day, when they take you out to the islands. But in the morning, I used to make it a point, get up little early, and I used to start writing, and I used to write that today is amazing day. Today we are going to the island and I am enjoying in the water. I'm sitting on the boat and wow, I'm taking such lovely pictures. And I used to write everything, like whatever I wanted to see that day. So the moment you start picturizing yourself, okay, this is what I want in my life, or this is what I want to see today. First thing is that bring smile when you're writing these practices also, because smile is going to help you. You don't have to take it as a task. Be very happy. Wow, at least I've got time to say thank you to my parents. Wow, I have got time to say thank you to my job. Wow, I've got time to write, gratitude for my family members. So when you start saying that way, okay, you're doing something nice. So you subconscious mind. See, our brains are everything, with health, with your money, with your career, everything. I'm telling you, it is only your mind which needs to be trained. Okay. So when I go out, you get compliments, ki ma'am, you're looking very young, you're very energetic, people when they look at me, I always say to them that it is all because of gratitude practice, because even I was not like that first. Even I had become very dull, with lazy, not getting up, not, I was to feel very lazy sitting at home. What purposeless life I'm living. But when I came into these practices, after that, I really became more energetic. And we say that we don't have time. You will manage your time. When you will start saying that I have abundance of time, you will manage your time. Any other questions coming to your mind? You can unmute and say. Questions? No questions? Yes, chaps, any question from your side? Okay. So
No.
shall we end the session then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So God bless you all with all your dreams. May the universe help you reach your dreams, and for whatever you have come into this journey, and you go deep inside yourself and you achieve what you want. So thank you,
Thank you.
everyone. Thanks for joining and encouraging me. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. Have
Thank
a
you.
good day. Bye.
Bye. Same to you.